The difficulties of life may frequently appear insurmountable, but the reality is that everything is going swimmingly. It is possible for each of us to let go of the masks we've worn, to let go of the weight of our past hurts, and to refuse to let self-consciousness or negative thoughts consume us. This power resides deep within each of us. This video examines the journey of self-awareness, which is a path that leads to inner freedom, spiritual enlightenment, and calmness within oneself. Do not allow yourself to be taken in by your own thoughts, as they will frequently concoct illusions and hold you hostage in a world full of dreams. Instead, put yourself in the position of a dispassionate observer and try to let your thoughts wander without immediately reacting to anything. In this state, you will have the realization that freedom is woven into the very core of who you are, a harmony that has always been present despite the challenges that have been placed in front of you. Learn to observe without participating in the thought processes that so frequently result in negative emotions such as rage, depression, jealousy, or envy. You will accrue the strength necessary to rise above these instinctive responses as you engage in conscious observation. Your capabilities are extremely extensive, and your true nature is analogous to an infinite ocean. Maintain your concentration on your spiritual path while working toward your objectives with zeal and determination. As your awareness begins to awaken, you will gradually come to the realization that the conditioning and programming that you have amassed do not define who you are. You can achieve inner freedom that will make you immune to comparisons and competition with other people if you stop reacting to the circumstances that are happening outside of you. Things that used to bother you won't have the same effect on you after some time has passed, so don't worry about that. Because of this separation from the mind and the body, you are able to experience pure consciousness, which is a state of being that is independent of any external conditions. You will come to the realization that you are untouched, that you are simply a calm observer of the dance that is life. When you finally let go of your attachment to your body and mind, a deeper and more expansive understanding of who you are will emerge. Through going through this process, you will realize that the universe is on your side and is there to support you at every stage of your journey. As the delusion of separateness dissipates, you come to understand that you are actually a singular manifestation of the interconnected fabric of reality. Your love for yourself grows, which eventually replaces your need for external validation, and you come to realize that love is the fundamental component of every aspect of existence. Continue forward with self-assurance, knowing that the joy and freedom you seek already reside within you. As you delve deeper into your own psyche, you will eventually come to the conclusion that the quest for truth extends far beyond words and logical explanations. It is a journey beyond the concepts that are held in the mind, a hunt for profound comprehension that is unrestricted by any theories or definitions. Through the practice of meditation, one can enter a state of profound stillness and establish a direct connection with the ultimate source of everything. You find yourself smack dab in the middle of the raging storm, in the relative peace of the eye of the hurricane. Your consciousness will expand as you make progress, and the duality that once existed between you and the world will begin to fade away. The journey of finding oneself is an invitation to move in sync with reality through the practice of dancing. It's a dance that emerges from stillness and silence, and it finds expression in the way you go about your daily business. Every action, every decision, and every moment presents the possibility of reconnecting with one's inner truth and bringing one's life into alignment with a higher purpose. Fight the urge to react angrily to differing opinions. Not everyone holds the same views and perspectives as you. Therefore, always try to put yourself in the other person's shoes to see things their way. Start welcoming situations that differ from those familiar to you. Whenever you get exposed to different ideas, regard them as learning experiences. Get out of your comfort zone so that you can be exposed to different ideas, opinions, and ways of doing things. Don't shy away from asking questions. It's easier to overcome your anxieties and embrace differing opinions if you ask questions. You will gain a better understanding of the things you were anxious about. Start appreciating and feeling grateful for everything you have. You can begin with the fact that you are still alive. Not many people get that privilege. If you have a family, a job, and a roof over your head, that's more than enough to feel thankful. Gratitude is the perfect antidote for attachment to things we want but can't have. It also makes us appreciate things we have but don't want. Exercising gratitude saves us from discontent by magnifying the importance of things we have, however insignificant they may seem. By concentrating on finding good in the things you have, you'll discover just how important they are to you. As a result, you'll become more content and avert to the idea of pursuing what you can't have. Face the circumstances that you fear the most with courage and determination. Replace your fears and anxieties with faith and hope. You won't be scared about the outcome of what you're pursuing. Develop the mindset that there's a brighter future. Limit your intake of things that arouse fear and hopelessness in you. Focus on things you can look forward to and surround yourself with hopeful and fearless people. Release the grip of past wrongs through the practice of forgiveness. Often underestimated, forgiveness is a misunderstood spiritual principle. Instead of holding on to grudges, forgiveness is about letting go without condoning others' actions. Seeking vengeance binds you to misery, empowering tormentors and distracting from what truly matters. While you may sever ties without resentment, revenge disrupts emotional balance. Forgiveness allows for sensible actions, maintaining equilibrium and redirecting energy to more meaningful pursuits. Start being honest with yourself, because the more you practice honesty, the less manipulative you get. It's challenging to practice honesty, especially when other people's emotions come into play. However, people tend to respect those who have an honest opinion of things. Sometimes, practicing honesty may make you seem rude and unforgiving. Nevertheless, you can still be frank without appearing rude. It takes lots of courage to speak your truth, but lots of good comes out of it. Embrace your true self and current life stage through the practice of humility. Those who embody humility gain the insight and resilience to resist the temptation of superiority. Human nature often leads us to exaggerate our significance, diverting attention from what truly matters. Many expend excessive energy pursuing a facade of prosperity, wisdom, and capability. By acknowledging others' roles and avoiding status competitions, humility brings liberation. Pursue your goals at your own pace, fostering a more meaningful life by letting go of the need for superiority. To build humility, recognize that you are not always right. Resist the urge to judge others for who they are or what they have. Take contradictions and corrections in stride. Accept being disliked, slighted, or overlooked. Be grateful for what you have. Be intentional about your life. When you live by the code of intention, everything you do will align with your objectives. If you intend to be rich, everything you do in life will align with becoming a wealthy person. For instance, you can start investing wisely and working harder than everyone else. Focus your thoughts and actions towards achieving your objectives. It's hard for someone who purely thinks with a scientific and logical mind to believe in intention. However, if you live by a spiritual creed, it's easier to believe that intention is related to causality. That is, things happen because everything is aligned to enable that. In the pursuit of a meaningful life, we often end up being pulled into two directions: the path of materialism and constant want, and the path of true happiness and contentment. The spiritual principles of life represent the values that one should live by to pursue a meaningful life. They embody the habitual patterns and behaviors we must nurture to connect deeply with our authentic selves and the world around us. So, if you want to find purpose in your daily existence, start practicing the spiritual principles of life. Thank you for watching.